Bonjour tout le monde. It's me again, Nancy Christopher, the founder and president of Sugar and Stillettos Charitable Foundation, feeding families one sweet treat at a time. Our mission to feed as many women, children, and families as possible in our own community who are suffering from hunger and food insecurity. This is episode number 5. I hope you've been with us all along. If not, welcome, welcome, welcome. Bienvenue, bienvenue. Okay, so before we start, and it is absolutely the easiest recipe, dark chocolate bread pudding. Oh my God, chunks of dark chocolate bread pudding. All right, so before we do that, I have to start drinking. We're gonna take well, Joshy, come on over here. Look, you could get a little bottle all for yourself. It's individual. Isn't that great? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to put it in my glass, and I'm going to take a sip, and then we'll continue on. Okay? See you in 1 sec. Okay, so now I'm going to take a sip. Remember, it's lovely to drink while you're wearing your stilettos and baking, but you don't have to, and I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying it's lovely. Yes, terribly lovely. All right, here we go. Pay attention. And the recipe will be on the website, sugarandstilettos.com, under recipes, dark chocolate chunk bread pudding. Okay, anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. It's the easiest recipe and people will love you for it. Okay, so the day before, you get a long braided challah bread, okay? You've all seen them. You get them in the bakery section or the bread section of your grocery store. Okay, and you cut it all into slices like this, about that thick, okay? Just like that. And then you lay it out and you turn them several times during the day until they kind of get a feeling of being stale. They're not stale, it's brand new bread, but they need to be harder. The bread needs to be harder so that it holds up in the milk and egg mixture that it will be soaking into before we bake it. All right, so you've done all that, you've turned them around, okay, and now it's time to chop them into cubes, all right? And this is just how you do it. I mean, just very simple. Every piece like this. You don't take the crust, you leave the crust on. The crust is the best part once this is baked, okay? So it's gonna look like that. All right, and we're gonna put it in here. No, we're not putting it in there yet. I made a mistake. No, we're gonna wait. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here we go. You get them all cut. See, here's my big pile over there. All right, ready to go. That's why I got so excited, because I already did all that cubing. All right, so now you take 4 cups of whole milk. All right, and it goes in like that. Beautiful. And then 5 eggs. Now remember, don't get any shells in there. Be very careful. 1. I'm pretty good at this, but you know, I've been known to get a shell or 2 in there. You want to be very careful. For those of you that aren't used to cracking eggs, don't crack them over the dish like this, because that's when tragedy can happen and you don't want that. All right, so you got your 5 eggs in here with the milk. And then you got 1 1/4 cups packed light brown sugar. In it goes. And then, of course, you have to have a little vanilla. And we're gonna do 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla. There's the 1. And here is the 1/2. And to celebrate how well I did that, another little sip. Okay, now you're gonna get out your whisk, or a big whisk, and you are gonna whisk this up, okay? All of this together. Gonna whisk this up. We want all the egg yolks to be kind of like that. You don't want any whole bits of eggs. Okay, so make sure that you do a good whisking job. Put your arm into it. Really give it a bicep workout. Oh. Okay, once you've done that, okay, see? Very good. All right, now it's the time for the cubes. All right, so we're putting these in. Obviously, that's not enough cubes. We're going to, this is not rocket science, you see? All right, dump them, and then we're gonna get the other one, dump it in, okay? Now don't be afraid, don't think, oh, this looks like it's too much bread. How is it ever gonna fit in the 9x13 pan? Don't worry your little head about it, it's going to. Now, once you get the cubes of bread in, you have to get them coated in that milk and sugar and vanilla and egg mix, okay? Because that's very important. Because the bread then is gonna sit for 20 minutes, okay? In the liquid mixture to coat it and soak it all up. And then, only then, after about 20 minutes of soaking it all up, will we put it in the pan to bake it. And I'm telling you people, that's it. I mean, and then we bake it. We add the chocolate. We're going to add the chocolate, okay? So, but I'll get there, I'll get there. I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that. All right, so we've got this all mixed in, and you can use your hands, and even me with my gloves, it's no problem, because you want it really coated well, okay? So here you go. This is what it then looks like once it's all coated. All right? And then we're gonna leave it for 20 minutes like that. We're gonna preheat the oven to 350. And I'm gonna put on my glasses to make sure I've put it on 350. There we go. Okay, so, and I'll set the timer, which is right over here. And again, I'll put the glasses on to make sure. All right, so 20 minutes. And once 20 minutes is up, then we will put the chocolate in and then put it in the pan. Okay, so while this is soaking, you've preheated the oven to 350, and now you're gonna take 4 ounces of sweetened baking chocolate, just like this, Ghirardelli 70%, okay? It doesn't exactly have to be this, but that's what I use. And then you're gonna chop it up, coarsely chop it up, okay? And then it'll be ready to go. Hi, we're back. Okay, I'm back. Here you have your chocolate, your 4 ounces of chopped dark chocolate, and we're gonna dump it in, okay? See, there you go. And now we're gonna mix it in with this beautifully soaked challah bread. You see how those chocolate, oh, I can smell the chocolate. Can't you smell the chocolate? No, you can't. Trust me on this one, all right? It is chocolatey. And wait till it bakes up, even more chocolatey. So if you're a chocolate person, you are gonna love this. And even if you're not, you're still gonna love it. Okay, here we go. So the chocolate is mixed in. Now I'm gonna take my pan baking spray, not regular kind, baking. Shake it up, and then you totally coat the 9x13 Pyrex baking dish. Be generous, okay? Do not scrimp at all, because you don't want anything to be sticky. All right, so there you go, okay? We did our pan. Now, here we go. Fun part. Fun part. You're gonna get all of this into the pan. I know, it looks like a lot, but whoopsie. But I'm telling you, it's gonna all fit in and bake beautifully. Now see, you just, these were wayward pieces. You just put them in. Don't you worry. I have my gloved hands, but you make sure your hands are clean. that's okay. All right. Sorry about that, Joshua. All right, so now we put it in here. We kind of smooth it out to make sure it's evenly across. Now, this recipe, I adapted from a Curtis Stone recipe. He's a very well-known chef. All right, the thing I did was use challah bread and not cut off the crust. He doesn't, he uses brioche. I think challah's better. And the other thing he doesn't do, which I love, sanding sugar, white sanding sugar. And again, generous all over. I mean, do not skimp, because this is going to add just a beautiful crunch at the end of this. You see this? Gorgeous, right? All right, so now we are ready to put this baby in the oven. And I'm telling you, could this be any easier? No, it really could not be any easier. Here we go. All right. And we are going to bake this for 50 minutes. Now in my oven, 55. So test your oven, know if it's a hotter, you know, how your oven runs. So halfway through, so 25 minutes through, you turn the pan around so that it evenly bakes. All right? So now that's what's going to happen. We're just baking up a storm, taking a break, and maybe having another sip of champagne. I don't know, just a suggestion. We're back again. Okay, so now the timer has gone off. It's ready. Okay, ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Woo-wee. Check it out. Turn your oven off. Believe me, I've forgotten many a times to do that. Turn your oven off, because that's no good. Now, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, I'm going to drink to that. Yes, another drink. Cheers. This is Nanci's dark chocolate chunk bread pudding. Fans will love it everywhere.